Welcome dart players one and all. Today on Straight to the Point we're going to be taking a quick look at what is quite possibly the last ever run of these. So if you do want a set, they're absolutely identical to the darts I started the channel with, and as I've had to change my style of throw because of the arthritis and I've had to go to a longer dart, it's kind of a nice time to release these one last time. They are pretty sweet though, and very grippy. And if we take a look at the back of the dart, you can see I've got some really wide double ring grooves in there. Nice and thin on the parts you're touching, a bit like an Anderson dart, but with some wider grooves, so they're very grippy. And then the middle grip is just like a Lewis kind of grip from a Gen 1 dart, but a little bit more edgy. Coming down to the front of the dart, we've got a standard bullnose smooth grip with my logo etched in there. But the logo is very finely etched, it just feels smooth to me. You probably won't feel it at all, and after a few weeks they just wore off on the last lot I had made anyway. But it's nice to put on there. At the rear of the dart, you can see there's a little bit of a lip, a little bit of a tiny smooth section where the shaft joins. I've done that to add strength, but there's quite a lot of grip on that rear grip. You can't really feel that lip at all. Or I can't, at least, anyway. So right at the rear, we've got the double ring grip, 13mm, so you can fit your full thumb on there. Little smooth section of 2mm, and then plenty of room for your index finger in the middle of the barrel. Another full 13mm of that chunky double grip. And again, it's quite edgy. They're quite wide, those grooves, quite deeply cut. And a smooth section at the front, so all the weight is going to be at the front, so that they're designed to kick up in the air quite nicely. Just like the original Stage 1s, they are very much the same as my old Steve Beaton set, so they're 43mm long, 7.1mm wide at the widest point. Most of the dart is parallel, just that rear taper at the back. And the nose on these is slightly rounder, just like the darts I started the channel with, the prototype of the Stage 1. But 90% tungsten and 22 grams, as you'd expect. Now, these were designed for my old style of throw, so I put my old flights and stems on, and I'm just going to use my old style of throw a couple of times. I'm not going to do it a lot because it's very painful, that's why I changed the style. It wasn't that it didn't work, it was just the arthritis in my hand wasn't getting any better, so I found it easier with a longer barrel and a completely different grip. But this style of dart works beautiful for me, and it's served me well for about 8 years now. I won more tournaments with this dart than anything else. I've always liked that dart being front heavy as well. And there we go, only took 2 visits to it a ton again. Didn't take long to get back into it. But I'll just have a couple of throws for old time's sake with this setup and grip. And then I'm going to go and stick those K-flexes on, and I'll try it with a new style as well. I haven't tried a short dart with this style, with my new style of throw. Yeah, look at that. I could tell I haven't used this throw for a while. That was really wild for me, but we'll take a 1-2-5. Okay. Let's get these switched. Stick the K-flexes on and see how this goes. And one thing I did notice is that the darts grip really, really well, which is something I've missed about having a front-heavy dart. So when I do design my long barrel version, which I'm currently working on, they will be slightly front heavy. And I'm going to do that by taking some material out of the back of the dart, like I've always done with this set. They're very, very front heavy. They're more front heavy than they look. Second throw with my new style and a bit of 180 already. All touching each other. Good little close up. See what we get with the next few throws. And then we'll do a bit of grouping practice just to see how well the darts sort of stick together. But yeah, I'm just letting my arms swing, and that's what I remember when I was throwing these. This is the first time using these, by the way. And they arrived that day. I made the video there and then, because I do need to sell them. As soon as I got the first dart right, I could just let my arms swing, and I knew they were going to group. Yeah, I was even tempted to maybe go back to them, but with the new style. But they're not going to be quite as consistent. Let's try some grouping around the board. Let's go for some 14s. Wherever the first dart lands, just let your arms swing. Try to get all 3 darts touching. Just flick the wrist and follow through. All darts touching. Try the other side of the board. Just to see how comfortable they are. Yeah, this is something I quite often do when I get a set made for myself. Just to see how natural I can flow with them. Yeah, it's pretty good. 3 more the centre of the board, then we'll go up and we'll try and get them grouped around that treble 20 again, see if we can get another 180. This was all one take. I was surprising myself with how well these things are grouping. All darts touching again that time. Back up to the treble 20. And there we go. Straight in with the first. Just follow it. Follow it again. Another 180. All 3 darts touching. Yeah, I absolutely love these darts. I'm going to miss using this style of dart. If it wasn't for the arthritis, I wouldn't have changed. Because they do suit me. But I've already started winning things with the new style of dart, so I'm not going to go back. And again, they're all touching again. I can't say they don't work. It's a good dart. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching Straight to the Point. Please remember to like and leave a comment. And as always,
subscribe if you love the darts.